Is Intel stock really that cheap? Let's talk about that. Hey guys, I'm the Newb investor. Today we'll be looking at Intel, ticker symbol INTC. Intel is this huge semiconductor company that runs almost every computer or laptops. They're currently working on fabs to further the company. Let's see how INTC will do with my three metrics. Intel trades at 45.04 with a highs of 74.88 on August of 2000. That's 39.85% of the highs. Current market cap of 183.36 billion with PE ratio of 9.27. They give out annual dividends of 1.46. That's 3.24% yield of the current price. Let's go to our first metric. First metric, we want an EPS multiple of less than 3. Intel has 1.91 multiple. This is what we get when we divide PE by the EPS. This means we're paying 1.91 times their earnings at this current price. The number of shares is too high for their earnings. They have to buy back some shares. This is expensive but still within our range. Second metric, we want to pay $1 or less for the 1% of the money they're making. The values here are in billions. R is revenue, COGS is cost of goods sold or cost of revenue. OE or OPEX is operating expenses, usually SG&A and R&D. And I is net income, FCF is free cash flow. This is their 5 years of data. So if you're looking to invest in Intel, please use a higher time frame, like 10 years of data. This tells us how much COGS, OE, and I, or FCF, they spend in terms of revenue, as seen below. This is in percentage of their respective revenues for 2017 to 2021. For example, in 2021, Intel spent 35.21 billion in COGS of 79.02 billion in revenues. That's 44.55%. You get the idea. Okay, after that, we'll take the current year and the averages of the 5 to 10 years of data. Then we want to take the lowest value. Here the 4 is highlighted. We want to take the lowest value of the highlighted ones because that's where we want to start our lowest assumption. Of the 4, we take 12.23. That's their FCF in 2021. Use it to divide the current PE of 9.27 and we'd get 0.76, meaning for the 1% of the money they're making, we'd only be paying 0.76. But remember that 12.23 FCF in 2021 is skewed because they're spending a lot for their fabs. But if we take the normal 20% and divide that by 9.27, we'd get 0.47, which is essentially telling us that we're paying $1 for 50 cents. Pretty good discount if you ask me. Third metric, we take the average PE where Intel has traded around the range of consolidation. In the table, you'd see the number of quarters. I took the PEs from, that is 44 quarters for a total of 480.95. In average, that is 10.93 with the lows of 6.8 and the highs of 16.27. Now take the average and use it to divide the current PE and we'd get 0.85, meaning we're buying INTC or Intel at 0.85 times discount to when it was valued by the markets before. To conclude, for a growth stock that makes 20% profit margin, the market is obviously undervaluing this company. This stock should trade around PEs of 20 and higher. We can see here that EPS metric is too high at 1.91 while beating the other two metrics. Does this mean you should buy? No, but it is a good buy right now to start a small position if you believe in the company's fundamentals. I think you'd do okay if you hold this for long term. If you want to invest in these companies, I'd advise you to use a higher time frame of 10 years of data or more. Also, look at the other metrics like long-term debt, current ratio, etc. As usual, do your own research.